So I'm in the waning days of having hair during, oh my God, during my cancer treatment. And some people have said, why don't you do cold capping? And I want to tell you about cold capping and why I didn't do cold capping. There are three reasons, and one of them is very good. So when you do chemo, the chemotherapy drugs are in your bloodstream and they go everywhere that your blood goes, which is everywhere. One of those places is your hair follicles, and the hair follicles are sensitive to those disruptions and they'll enter into a dormant phase and your hair will fall out. But if you constrict those blood vessels enough, fewer of the hair follicles will enter the dormant phase and people will hold on to more of their hair. This happens a lot. It's called cold capping. You actually put a cold thing on your head and your blood vessels naturally constrict as a response to the cold. There's less chemo drugs getting to the hair follicles, more hair sticks around. Reason number one, I didn't do this. No one brought it up to me. Reason number two, I didn't bring it up to anyone else because it's not that big of a deal for me. I know that it costs extra money, it's extra procedure, and it's just like, I'm happy to go through the whole experience, I guess, though yanking that hair out just now did freak me out. I didn't like it. But the third and most important reason, and I only found out about this today, is that you can't cold cap for lymphomas. The idea of chemotherapy is that it's going to get to where the cancer cells are. And if you have a solid mass tumor like prostate cancer or brain cancer or breast cancer, then you have to make sure it gets there. So don't cool down that part of the body, but other places you can cool down. But with lymphoma, the cancer is everywhere the blood is. It's a blood cancer. It's in the cancer cells are white blood cells. So if I create an area of my body that it's harder for the chemotherapy drugs to get to, I'm increasing the chances that there are certain cancer cells that will not get exposed to the chemotherapy drugs. And that is why cold capping is never done with blood cancer, and probably why no one brought it up for me. I also haven't seen anyone in my treatment center wearing a cold cap, so it may be that here in Missoula, Montana, we literally do not have the equipment. But even if we did, I would not and could not use it.